Welcome back. This is Christian. Lucky's in the bathroom hanging out, and these are some of my favorite picks for the afternoon slate on DraftKings this Sunday for Week 2 in the NFL. Uh, Quarterback, I got two quarterbacks that I'm really excited about for the afternoon part of the slate. If you want to win GPPs, you should be playing Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is trying to break fantasy football, as Al Smizzle likes to say, and he is who you generally need to get to the top of these tournaments. He's at the very top of the board. He is expensive, but feel free, plug him in. Plenty of value at wide receiver for this slate, and go ahead and lock him in there. I am also running it backwards. I like Kirk Cousins this week. I always like Kirk Cousins in good throwing conditions. They will be in Arizona, a really good place for scoring points. They will be just fine. Kirk Cousins, 6,200, way too cheap. Go get yourself some of that. Go get that volume. Go get that workload. That might be the highest scoring game of the week. In that game, I also like Chase Edmonds at running back, 4,900. He is just priced up 300 more than last week. He had a nice solid performance for his price point and really didn't even do much. Minnesota is a dumpster fire against running backs. I am excited for his upside. Give me Chase Edmonds at under $5,000 in this environment and watch him go. At wide receiver, there is wide receivers all over the place on this slate. This is a very stars and scrubs type of build for the afternoon. So they're all over the place, folks. I don't need to tell you who these guys are. That up top, you've got really great receivers all over the place. At where you're going to find an advantage with the afternoon slate is at wide receiver in the value position. You can go below 3,500 and you can find some strong plays. Sticking with that Arizona-Minnesota game, KJ Osborne, wide receiver 3 for Minnesota, got 7 targets. I was tracking that game on my computer device here last Sunday, and his name popped up a lot. So once again, I'm loving the environment of that game. Kirk Cousins is already live for me. KJ Osborne, 3,300. If I can get 6-7 targets at 3,300 all day. You also have Jalen Guyton down there, 3,100. He could get behind Dallas's defense pretty easily. He was active in last week's game. Herbert's going to throw the ball a lot this year, so Jalen Guyton is going to get his chances. 3,100, not much risk there at all. Cedric Wilson will step in at the wide receiver 3 position for the Cowboys. I do not like that play so much. 3 for 30 maybe for him, 6 points, something like that. So, but KJ Osborne, Jalen Guyton, yeah, get them in there. They're going to help you out a lot. At tight end, Tyler Higbee's one of the strongest plays on the entire board, but if you go down 200 lower, you get to Jared Cook. He once again handled primarily about 100% of the tight end duties. Dallas cannot cover anybody. Gronkowski had a huge game last week for the Bucs, so 3,900. Jared Cook, not the most confident guy you want to roster anytime, but he's in a great spot. 3,900, very low risk play there. Running backs for any other, Chris Carson's going to be really popular, so probably going to fade that chalk. And that's defense. The Seattle Seahawks looked great. Their pass rush looked really good against the Colts last week, against a really good Colts offensive line, and their pass rush looked pretty darn good. The Tennessee Titans graded to be about the worst offensive line in football last week. They are in Seattle. They are at home. They will have the 12th man. There may even be some slight weather concerns, even though they do have that quasi-dome or whatever, but they may not be the most ideal conditions this week. If you got to play a 3,000 Seattle, assuming you don't like Pittsburgh or for whatever reason, but in the afternoon, Seattle 3,000, that looks like a really strong play. That's all I've got for the afternoon slate right now. Keeping an eye on how their practices go today. Friday is always a good indication of how what a player's availability for Sunday. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna look at this video, see how it came out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.